right here the floor is a bit weird, but if we change it to the FSR 4, change upscaler, now it becomes very good and very clear. The ground is very nice and the sparks are getting better. It has a better image quality. Arkansas and then binaries and Win64. Now you need to install the Optiscaler. Make sure you make a backups of these two files. I put the .og extension to make a backup of it. You need to click view and then show, and make sure to check on file name extension so that you can rename the extensions. It was previously like this, and I'm making a backup of this file so that no files are replaced. Then you need to install the Optiscaler, double click on it, and or you can use the WinRAR, and then WinRAR extract to the same name folder, Control A, copy the whole files and then paste it here, paste them all here. Okay, there are no files being replaced there, and we need to enable signature override because we are using the AMD card. Double click on it and then click yes and then click OK. Now we need to replace the FSR 4 file. This is the file that we need, and then copy, then paste it here. It will ask to replace the file. Just replace it because it is replacing the old FSR 3.1.5 from the Optiscaler zip that we previously had. And now we're going to install the Optiscaler. Just open the setup windows.bat and then click 1, and then we are using AMD card, so click 1, and then we'll try to use DLSS input 1 for yes. Voila, and it's done. And now we're going to double click on this to run the game, to launch the game. Right.
Went with the normal difficulty, huh?
Right, now you can press the insert key and it's on the XeSS upscaler. Firstly go to game settings and then go to graphics, and then we can see here that we have Intel XeSS activated. Now go to the NVIDIA DLSS instead, and then I'm going to change it to quality, click apply. So we're now done, and then we go back to this and then open insert, press insert key again, and now the input is changed to DLSS push on, and we can change the scaler to FSR 3.x and make sure to click on this button, change upscaler. Right, now it will give you a quick freeze. Now it's activated as FSR 4.0.2, and you can see here in the left bottom corner the the resolution is 720p, that is being upscaled to 1080p HD, and I want to minimize or change the window of the Optiscaler to 1.8 to make it even smaller. Now it's actually done and it's activated, and we're getting 60 FPS on FSR 4. Okay, FSR 4. And if you want more FPS, and it's pretty clean, you know, the FSR 4 is pretty clean and you don't see any simmering things here. And I'm running my Radeon RX 6800, the non-XD version. Like these fans, usually if you are using the native resolution, it will be much simmering. I'm using the frame generation DLSSG, so the via streamline, and the output is XEFG, so it means this is the Intel frame generation, and you can change it to your preferred frame generation version. Oh, sorry, FSR FG. And you need to make sure that you have enabled the this one frame generation method, DLS frame generation, and the status should be on. And you need to restart your game and it will work like this. Yeah, so the frame generation state is on, and I'm having above 100 FPS using the FSR 4.0.2. What about if we change it to XeSS Upscaler? To my surprise, it actually performs very well, and we don't see weird floor here. There is no simmering here, and it's using the Intel XeSS Upscaler, and I believe that I have a better FPS. I have a higher FPS like 130, and if I use the FSR 4, I was getting about 109 FPS. Let's try to change it back to FSR 4. Change upscaler. Now it's activated as FSR 4.0.2. Now close it, and I'm using the quality preset, which is why the resolution that I have is this one, 720 pixel, that is being upscaled to 1080p HD. Oh, sorry, I have about the same or similar FPS with as the Intel XeSS frame generation. So that is how you activate the frame generation in your AMD card, and here you can see that I'm using AMD Radeon RX 6800, the non-XD version, using the FSR 3 activated, and the input should be FSR 4.0.2. And again, if you lower down your upscaler like the FSR 3.1, you will have like worse image quality. Of course you have a higher FPS, but it's not worth it. Just I'm going to stare at her head, this one. What about if we change to FSR 4? Does it make any difference? Yes, I think so. It's clearer. And if we go to a higher ground to look at the people below, so this is the FSR 4 being activated. Again, that is this weird floor, and again the sparks look pixelated compared to the FSR 4. What about the the XeSS upscaler? Now it's better. So the XeSS gives you a better image quality, and again I'm using the XeSS input for the frame generation. I'm going back to FSR 4 because I prefer that one. Okay, I'll finish here. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm still getting that weird floor. Oops, this is the 3.1. I forgot to change that back to 4.0. Now it's getting better.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
Alright, and it's very playable. I'm getting more than 100 FPS already, and the preset that I'm using is very high. All this one except the hardware ray tracing.